So the NFL season's back, and I'm still not on a team, so it is time for year 2 of my quarterback performances of the week. It's a weekly series that I do that I rank my top 5 quarterback performances of the week to let you guys know from a professional quarterback standpoint who's playing well and who's not playing so well. I want to start off with 2 honorable mentions. I do want to give honorable mentions to Patrick Mahomes and Tua Tagovailoa this week. They balled out, but they just missed my top 5 list this week. But let's get on to my top 5. At number 5, I've got Sam Darnold in his Minnesota Vikings debut. Sam Darnold had a 113.2 QBR. He went 19 of 24 for 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Darnold consistently made the routine play. That's something that is pivotal in this KOC, or Kevin O'Connell, offense. And he gashed the Giants in the intermediate to deep game. Darnold made a lot of big throws to Jordan Addison, to Justin Jefferson. He's getting high percentage throws. Continue to keep your eye on Sam Darnold. So at number 4, I've got C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. 115.9 QBR, 24 of 32 for 234 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. CJ this week was asked to manage the game, which we've talked about a lot last year with Brock Purdy, but he showed up big with huge, tight window of throws on third downs consistently. We call those like the third and medium, the third and longs. I like to call those third and Star Wars, just like Jordan does over on his channel, because you don't know what's going to happen. All the bullets are flying and all that. CJ made a lot of big tight window throws. He continues to improvise tremendously, which is a big part of his game, but he'll kill you with the arm as opposed to killing you with the legs like we saw with Lamar Jackson this week. Number 3, Derek Carr. Derek Carr had a 142.5 QBR. He went 19 of 24 for 200 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and they had 2 big carries for 13 yards on the ground. Carr throws one of the better intermediate to deep balls in the NFL. If you don't believe me, go watch Carr throw deep balls. He was given an abundance of time, and he threw some very impressive footballs this week, being a conductor when he needed to be, and then a game manager when he needed to. So the multiple improvisation skills that he's got to direct and conduct this offense into open spaces like you see on one of his touchdowns is huge for this New Orleans Saints offense as they go on to play the Cowboys this week. Coming in at number 2 this week, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had a 146.4 QBR, 24 of 30 for 289 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. Baker was throwing straight dimes, beautiful fade balls, outbreaking sideline grabs, improvising and making big plays, creating plays. That's Baker's game, and he torched Commanders all day with what he was able to do and led this Buccaneers offense to a huge win in Week 1 over the Commanders with Jaden Daniels in his first start. Number 1 quarterback of the week is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen had a 137.7 QBR, 18 of 23 for 232 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and then an additional 9 carries for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. So make that 241 total yards and 4 touchdowns. Even with the slow start that the Bills offense had, Josh Allen continues to make all the plays that you need him to, that you ask him to, in an offense that he is truly relied on to basically be Superman. He continues to be an extremely physical runner, but at the same time, he dotted up the Cardinals defense and carved them up going down the field, especially in the second half. The only question that I have with this Bills offense is, do they rely too much on Josh Allen? But that's my quarterback list for this week. That doesn't mean that these are the best quarterbacks in the NFL. These just mean the top 5, plus some honorable mentions, the top 5 performances from quarterbacks in the NFL. These guys are playing great. Let's see it again in Week 2.